Good afternoon. Today we will continue to study about the pronoun all, which is applied as a subordinating conjunction. The second example that the pronoun all is applied to link the subordinate clause to the main clause is this. Jesus Christ knows all you have cried for. In this sentence, the speaker applies the subordinate clause as the object of the transitive verb knows in the main clause. And in the subordinate clause, the speaker applies the pronoun all as the object of the preposition for. And the subject of the preposition for are the listeners. So we can say that the listeners have a purpose for the object indicated by the pronoun all. And this is the pronoun all indicates the shared object of the two clauses. Let's read the explanation together. The speaker indicates the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb knows from the subject Jesus Christ in the main clause. With the subordinate clause you have cried for, linked to the main clause by the pronoun all as a subordinating conjunction. The pronoun all applied as a subordinating conjunction in the subordinate clause is the object of the preposition for to have received the definition of the preposition for from the listeners as the subject during a period until the present. It is about the explanation for the perfect tense in the subordinate clause. The first conference that became the main clause of this sentence is this. Jesus Christ knows every reason. The speaker applies the determiner every to set the entire object of the transitive verb knows in the range of the object indicated by the general noun reason in the phrase of the noun every reason. And there is one more clause, that is the second conference. This became the subordinate clause of the second example. You have cried for a reason. And the speaker finds that the object of the first and second conference are the same. So the speaker links the two clauses while replacing the object of the main clause with the pronoun all. And the speaker states the rest of the second clause in the main clause. That's how the two clauses are linked. Let's read the explanation. The speaker applies the pronoun all as a subordinating conjunction because the object of the transitive verb knows indicated by the phrase of the noun every reason corresponds with the object of the preposition for indicated by the phrase of the noun a reason. The third example that the pronoun all is applied is this. The rainwater all needs to be purified. In this sentence, the speaker applies the subordinate clause as the object of the main clause to receive the definition of the transitive verb waters from the subject, the rain. And in this sentence, the speaker states, in the subordinate clause, the speaker sets the subject of the clause as the pronoun all. Let's read the explanation together. The speaker indicates the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb waters from the subject, the rain, with the subordinate clause all needs to be purified, linked to the main clause by the pronoun all as a subordinating conjunction. The subject of the transitive verb needs indicated by the pronoun all applied as a subordinating conjunction is singular and does not participate in the conversation with the speaker. We can know about this information by the form of the transitive verb need. We can analyze the third example by the two conferences that are going to be integrated as the third example. The first conference is this, the rainwater's all. And the second conference is this, the wounded needs to be purified. The first one, in the first conference, we can find that the pronoun all indicates the same subject in the second conference, the wounded. So the speaker links the two clauses while the speaker replaces the subject of the second conference by the pronoun all, and the speaker abbreviates this pronoun all, and the speaker links the entire subordinate clause to the object of the first main clause. The speaker applies the pronoun all as a subordinating conjunction because the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb waters from the subject the rain indicated by the pronoun all corresponds with the subject the wounded described by the transitive verb need. Let's study more about the second conference. The wounded needs to be purified. The subject, the wounded of the transitive verb need, is the same as the collective noun to indicate a group of subjects defined to contain the definition of the past participle wounded that has the trait as an adjective. Because the abstract definition of the adjective wounded is able to be accepted in a different degree, each speaker can include various subjects in the range to define the indication the wounded. The number of the subjects included in the range of the indication the wounded, which is according to the definition of the indication, the wounded can be different from each speaker. So the indication the wounded is classified to have the same trait as the abstract noun. This is about the explanation for understanding the subject, the wounded, which integrates the subject that have the trait defined by the adjective wounded. The phrase the wounded collects the subject that share the same trait, so we can say that the phrase the wounded functions like the collective noun. Today we will preview the next class about a subordinating conjunction that has the trait as a determiner and a subordinate clause as an indication linked by the subordinating conjunction to the main clause with the pronouns whose, what, and which, and there is the determiner whose. We will study from the definition of the subordinating conjunctions. The speaker applies an interrogative determiner and a noun or a pronoun to compose a phrase of a subordinating conjunction. This is the introduction for applying the determiner whose as the subordinating conjunction. Okay, we will study about the determiner and the pronoun in the next class. Thank you for watching.